Hey Les, what's going on? So we have a odd game for you. It's called Growl. It's for the Sega Genesis by Taito, 1991. Everything Taito made around the early 90s ended up being hard to find and rare, and this is no exception. So,
a moment of silence for this soundtrack.
It sounds great.
So not only is it the Genesis sound chip, but it's also being played on the Retron, which does make it sound a little different.
So I honestly thought that this game was two-player because it's a beat 'em up, but it is.
Can you not use?
No, I'm not using it.
Spencer's using a controller. It's super squeaky.
All right, so I went jump C, B attack. Okay.
I'm actually gonna turn up the audio.
Yeah. All right, so. This is a beat 'em up about poaching, animal poaching. So, of course, I'm going to pick Indiana Jones again. Oh, I forget if I mentioned, so you would expect every game like this to be two players. This game is one player. This is the Ranger. What? Understand this. We will not fail to Okay. You won't get away with this. So this game is wacky. It's just a wacky game.
Squeak.
So it's all okay. It's all about.
Wait, did you change the credits and stuff?
I think I did.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure I did. It's all about constantly. It's not like the hardest of games around there, but it's all about constantly getting weapons to help you out. And I started out very poorly on that. Also, get used to this. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm also gonna get used to you jumping and kicking because that seems like it's.
Well, once I get weapons, it's a lot easier. So there are like guns and there's weapons, there's whips because you're literally Indiana Jones. This game is just weird for a lot of reasons.
Dude, that strut walk animation.
It's got a lot of isometric views. Oh yes, I will.
What? It's a game where you just literally have an assault rifle?
For like 2 shots. It's ridiculous.
When does this take place?
I'm going to assume the early 1900s.
Alright, so that classic era with the AK-47.
Maybe like the 20s or 30s or 40s.
Ben, when did the AK-47 be invented?
Hey, stop it! Who do you think you are?
Is that why it's named that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I never knew that. Where's the AK-19 for 2019?
So, now that we have a sword, we gonna wreck some boys. This game also is, like every other beat 'em up, is not very long. Dang it.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I got shreked. This is even better because you get a little bit of kickback on your back. Like if someone's behind you, as you kind of see right there, you can hit them without that doing anything. Also, the best thing, I tried to pick it up, but sometimes that's tough. Those Molotov cocktails, wait till you see me use one of those. It really, it's really something.
I'm excited.
I know. But yeah, this game's very interesting for a beat 'em up. As you can see with the way we're kind of going at this like this corner isometric kind of thing is like very unique, especially for Genesis, especially for
almost
relatively.
all beat 'em ups are just like go left and right. Like even when Double Dragon like goes up and down, it's mostly
It's like straight up, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't even need it. But yeah, there will be times where I use Molotovs here. And it clears the screen. And also this game is decently difficult. The simple fact that I look at it like Gradius. If you lose your weapon, and if your weapon's on the ground for too long, you do lose it, and you're like literally forced to fight like with your bare fists and stuff like that, you are gonna get destroyed, especially later on. So your whole goal is, if you get hit, you want to keep that friggin' weapon and not ever lose it for any reason, because then you will get shreked. Yeah, when I was planning on doing this game, I didn't try it myself. I played this game the other day and I beat it. It's, like I said, not too long, but I really expected it to be 2-player, and then I found out when we were just setting it up right now that it is And it's not 2-player.
It sounds like, what is this, like originally an arcade game?
It's originally an arcade game that could do up to 4 players, actually.
That is weird.
That makes sense with, we're getting some good stuff going on with the, how many sprites, characters are on the same line.
Yep.
Or maybe that's just a consequence of the Retron, hard to say.
I think it is.
So as you can tell, if you do not jump kick or have a weapon, you are just going to get wrecked.
That's like the beat 'em up, like, secret. That's that for all of them. Just jump kick.
Yep. And the ones, even like a really excellent one like Turtles in Time, which by the way, I think this game is not like Turtles in Time level, clearly, but it's not like, there's certainly a lot worse ones out there. So these enemies are all about timing the girls. If they jump up to kick, they can knock you out of the air, which is, ooh.
How many enemies can there possibly...
Check this out.
Ooh, Molotov cocktail.
So unfortunately, enemies weren't near me, but yeah. Also, it's pretty impressive that there's not a lot of slowdown when there's a lot of enemies on the screen.
That's really cool that you like duck for cover.
Yeah, and wait till you see what happens when I actually use one and there's enemies there. It's gonna be I'll have to check what this game was rated. What do you jerks think you're doing? Get lost, you wisp!
What, did they like explode?
Yeah, they literally explode.
I bet this was made before, like, the rating system existed.
It's definitely possible. Well, the rating system started in, like, what, 90... Ooh, here we go.
Specifically for...
Dang it. Bobby. Here we go.
Oh my god.
So they...
Oh,
no!
Guy.
There you go, bud. I also like that when you throw it, like, nothing bad can happen to you, which is pretty cool.
Squeak.
Squeak. So yeah, again, my apologies that this is a beat 'em up that's only single player. Certainly surprised me. That actually reminds me of Double Dragon 1. Obviously, Double Dragon is like when people are like, what's good co-op game? Like, you know, it's always Double Dragon and whatever.
Oh,
and
the first one's single player only?
the first one is single player only, actually.
I knew that.
Yep. Second one is 2-player, so sometimes when people are like, what's a good co-op game? I'm like, and they're like, oh, get Double Dragon. It's like, okay, so, kind of messed up here. Apple, get that. So luckily we have our animal helper helping us. When this guy gets up, he is mean. Yeah, I'm playing on a third-party Genesis controller by high frequency, but it's a pretty good controller. Also, oh, by the way, watch this.
Pretty cool.
So, it's hard.
Oh.
Yeah, it also hurts you and stuff.
So,
you gotta get away from him as far as you can and just, like...
This sure was made in a time that isn't now.
Why? Dang it. Alright. Now, the good news is yesterday when I played, I had already lost a life by now, so I'm doing a little bit better.
Did you actually beat the game yesterday?
I did, yeah. And I had a couple credits to spare.
$60!
Loose.
Yeah.
This one is complete. So yeah, if you don't have, unfortunately, a... Oh, cool. Good. So this game's also weird for another reason, in that there are no, like levels. It's all, like, just one kind of thing. I think this is the... No, that's right. I was thinking that this was a time where, like, there was, like, a break where it's, like, level 2, but, like, there's literally no breaks. The whole game, and again, it's not long, is just pretty much, like, you beat a boss and then you instantly continue on.
Why are you killing so many ladies?
I think because they're trying to kill me. Nice. Just the best part. Boom!
What's the motivation here? I missed the plot. What's going on?
You are good guy Indiana Jones, and they are the evil poachers.
There was a guy
animal
whipping
poachers.
a lion, and that's about.
And then there was a guy who was trying to, like, kill a bird.
Oh yeah, I was trying to attack.
And you're gonna see that a lot, where, like, your animal helpers, like here, will come in and help you.
Yes!
And again, that's a pretty unique spot of it.
Oh my god!
Boom! I just love it. What? What What was that? How did I get it off that? I don't even know how I got it. Thanks, Eagles.
I want to go out and be in a...
I'd like to see what this game would be like on the arcades. Destroy the aviaries and set the birds free. Okay.
Thanks
Done.
for the literal rocket launcher. Rocket launcher.
Boom.
Oh.
That was a fun bonus level. You know, I literally would rather take this just because you can use it over and over again. I just like how, like, you're just like, hey, I'm safe for 1 second, and this game's like, no, it's a beat 'em up.
Also,
and then enemies just fall in.
I gotta say, I really love the arrow sound effect. Sounds
But yeah, this game's, like, I just feel like for a beat 'em up, which at this time period were pretty much, like, all the same, like, it does some things that I've honestly not seen in a lot of beat 'em ups.
My problem with beat 'em ups is that for the first, like, I would say, like, 20 minutes, they're pretty fun, but then you're like, oh.
And
it's just the same game, but, like, it's harder and more annoying.
The good news about this one is it is only, like, 30, 40 minutes long. No! Alright, whatever.
I gotcha.
So it's not, like... So, luckily, it's not one of those... BOOM! You girls do not know how close you were to getting boom.
Why are there so many, like, office girls that are poachers?
Yeah, there's, like...
Dude, that's strut.
I know. Big bucks for me! What do you jerks think you're doing? By the way, I didn't press anything there. That's how fast that text box went.
Is one deer big bucks?
Big bucks for me. Wait, obviously I hope I get to it, and it looks like I will, but wait till you guys see the bosses as they go on get sillier and sillier, and the final boss is certainly something. Also, do you like Genesis music?
It sounds great.
That happened last time too. I thought the game messed up, because it was literally like... Thank you.
Why is
Only one!
Why does it look like a lollipop? You got 3.
Okay. Word there for a sec.
What is it, Castlevania? Did you give it a reference?
Look how good I mean, if he's gonna be Indiana Jones, literally just be Indiana Jones then. Like, just give him the hat, give him everything. Bruz. Oh, yeah.
Got a good amount. Nice.
It's so... And honestly, I think at this point, I'm, like, legitimately, like, a third, if not halfway through the game.
Okay. Good wave.
There's gonna be, there's not a whole heck of a lot more enemy types, but there's gonna be a certain enemy that's gonna appear somewhat soon that is going to just Shrek me every day.
Man, getting hit once and losing your weapon sucks.
I know. And actually, when I was playing yesterday, I didn't realize the magic of the jump kick. So for a while, I was like very frustrated. So those boulders you can throw over and over again. See, now these guys help me out. Big bucks for me!
Deer? Antelope?
Yeah, the
Gazelle?
deer. We saved the deer, so they came in and helped us. Heh. Heh. Hello. But yeah, Trev's right. It's like one hit, and you're like, oh my god. And forget about, like, punching these guys on the ground. Yeah, so that's something you'll see once in a while, but, you don't really want to see it, which means, because it means you don't have a weapon, and it means you are getting wrecked.
Look at your score. Going for the high score.
I guess it's already the high score, technically. Damn it. Alright, so...
Jump kick.
I don't even have time to pick that up. Although every time...
There we go.
Oh, damn it, it went away.
No.
No, it's still there.
It just was... It does that sprite thing.
Yep.
That Ben was talking about.
Yeah, literally.
He's smart and handsome and cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, we're gonna keep on keeping on. Yeah, the problem, I mean, we noticed it for you long-time followers of the channel, when Trevor did Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn, which is, like, more of a beat-em-up, obviously. It's like, This game, I feel, keeps me entertained because, like, first of all, this game is, like, 1/10 the length of Shaq Fu, but, like, the problem with Shaq Fu is it's, like, 20 minutes in, you're like, I get it. And then it's just the enemies just keep coming and coming. Alright, so these are the enemies, and boy, do they suck. So your goal is to hit them and then instantly get on another plane from them. Because that attack, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, damn it. If you are in the air, if you're within 1,000 feet of them...
So, do they, like, show up every once in a while now? Or
Yes.
is it just now? Okay.
Yeah, I'd say there's probably maybe, I don't know, I'd say like maybe 20 of them throughout the entire game. Maybe less.
And they all take this many hits?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, at first I thought it was a mini-boss, but then clearly it wasn't when you keep seeing them later.
At least you can take a decent amount of hits before you lose one.
Yeah, I still haven't had to use a credit.
What the hell is with these guys?
Yeah, they're
I
like...
can't tell if they have, like, a
I think they're Turkish. Like, I think they're supposed to... What are those hats? Those little,
Oh
like...
my god.
Those little circular hats.
Ugh. I know it.
Like, I feel like... Fez, yeah. I feel like...
What? Okay.
I think it's a way to clear the screen. But yeah, they're like wearing fezzes, so I think they're Turkish. Which would make sense because the other guys are wearing Arab
I think
stuff.
that's like Morocco.
Yeah, that might be right.
Let me check.
I actually hit that one out of the air. Now, last time I was here, I also did not have a weapon, so it was a million times harder. Although this still is, they do take quite the number of hits.
Yeah, just be good. I think you're being pretty good.
It is named after the city of its origins, the Moroccan city Fez, the capital of the Kingdom of Morocco until 1927.
They're actually Fezian.
The modern Fez owes much of its popularity to the Ottoman era. So shout-outs to the Ottomans, old men of Europe. I mean, near the end, they were young fellows at some point.
Ooh. Oh, cool.
Okay.
They
killed everybody.
Good.
Get that health. You gotta beat this game on one life now.
Yeah, right. Like I said, I'm about halfway through, and like the second to final boss alone, the final boss is actually, well, we'll see. Hey,
Oh, do you ride an elephant?
wouldn't that be something? Yeah, whenever they come out and they're holding knives, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna get hit. Cool. Also, sometimes I lose where I am, because...
Yeah, everything kind of looks the same.
I guess sprite flicker too. But... Alright, yeah, we're definitely, at this point, like, over halfway done with the game. No question in my mind. I got hit by the last second
So
of it.
many girls! It's gonna explode.
See ya! Oh, only like...
Get it.
No,
Get it! No!
Dang.
It
Alright,
was
so
like
this-
designed to do that.
This will be a little tougher then. You like that? You like those sound effects?
That was really good.
Oh, damn, right before the boss, too. So this guy reminds me of, like...
Is this literally just a guy with a garbage, like, or a plastic bag on his head?
It reminds me of, like, Jason Voorhees if he was, like, 7 feet tall.
With a garbage bag.
Yeah, I don't know what they were going for here, like, in terms of what's on his head. So yeah, this will be the L losing life form.
No, okay.
Although, as you can tell, you get a lot of hits per credit, which is really
do.
nice. And it's on normal. It's not like I did it on... Well, there is no easy, but...
Oh, that's why you kept it on normal, because easy doesn't exist.
You got it! Oh no, but please spare my life.
Oh, okay.
He wrecked you.
Yeah, I don't quite understand.
Oh.
Because then one more hit and he dies. I didn't understand that the first time either. And like I said, there's a lot of weird stuff with this game where you're like, why do the enemies explode?
You're free elephants on this boat. Please live.
Elephants, live! Live, dang you. Actually, if I do say... Oh, thanks, man.
Whoa.
Absolutely based. I forgot about this. I'm literally just not even gonna hit them.
Is this true to life?
He follows you for like... He follows you for like a screen wrap or two, I think. That's right, what I did here was I was just like, hey enemies, come here. Yeah! It's almost like an early version of like Helpers too, which is pretty cool. Based elephant. I think he comes until he's like Scarab or something.
Your score resets on one death.
One guy. He doesn't even have to be running full force, you just have to like touch them. Oh, no. Don't try to hurt my animal friend. Get out of here.
This elephant is based.
I know, dude. He just does not stop. Okay. Right, so I don't quite understand this part. I think it's just to show that the elephant gets scared off, but like this happens for a while.
Fair.
Like maybe 7 or 8 of them. And I guess I'll just hang up here and hope that it works.
Very cool.
Then there's one of those parts coming up. Oh yeah. This is me. You ready for this? Trev, you ready? You ready for this epic comeback? This is the end for you. Oh no, he got me. Boo! Thanks!
Thanks!
What?
I'm sure an elephant could do that in real life.
Yeah. Also, the treads look fine. Looks like he only hit that very specifically armored front part.
What is this, a clown tank? Because there's a bunch of guys coming out that it doesn't make any sense?
Yeah, it does look like a clown tank.
Yoink. That was funny. Boom! Ladies, please.
Dude, that is so mean.
But they're high kicking me. Okay. I was like right there and it's just like, hey bud. Okay. I've never knew a game on the Genesis where I was like, what is the quintessential Genesis sound before this game where I'm like, that's it. That's the Genesis sound. Oh my god.
Whenever I think of Genesis sound, I think of twang more than this, but it still sounds like Genesis to me.
Genesis, I mean, clearly, but unless you count Atari, which is just a series of beeps, Genesis has the most unique sound ever. Because at least, like, the Master System sounds very similar to the NES, but the SNES and all that does not sound like the Genesis.
And I'm not saying that all Genesis soundtracks sound bad. I think Thunder Force 4 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles...
Bloodlines has a good one.
Bloodlines is pretty good, too. But, like, for developers that don't understand what's happening, Get it.
And you, like, can't really tell what it's going away. Alright, so this is one of those parts where they thought they were super clever, right? You ready for this?
Is it black? Fun.
Oh, by the way, you lose your weapon. Because you have to be holding this,
torch.
So guess what this is? Jump Kick City.
In the blackness.
Yeah, I actually found a rhythm yesterday when I was playing it, or whatever day, Thursday, where, like, you would just jump back and forth, like, at a certain rhythm, and every time you did, you would be kicking new enemies.
Ben, why is Spencer so good at games?
It's a question we must all ask ourselves.
Well, he owns a game store, right? So that means he's good at games and he plays every single one.
I do. I've played every game.
Yes.
I've played Growl for the Sega Genesis. And I've played Growl for the Sega Genesis. In fact, I'm about to set a world record, boys. So you better Better
I'm
watch
in
out.
the mood for us to do another dumb golf game. I wonder which one we should do. Wait, we should just do Wii Sports Golf.
Oh yeah,
Dude, we should totally do
Hell
that.
no.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah,
we're
I'm
totally
in.
doing that.
As long as we do bowling at some point.
That's fine. We can do bowling too. But that'd be so fun. We can just clear some space here, and we'll have plenty of room.
Parker has to be here for that though, because I just have a feeling he would be like, "I'm the master at this" for some reason, and you're like, "What the hell?"
When the Wii came out, this is all I did.
Just like Kevin is like, CIB Kevin is like the best at Wii bowling. He got like 200 plus every single time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really random.
It's really random. We had a tournament for it like years ago, and he was like, "Can I participate?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And he like mopped the floor. It wasn't even close.
So you didn't say, I played this game before. He
No,
was
but
like,
I mean, whatever small store credit, I was like, it can't go to you or whatever. So it wasn't a big deal. But it was just like, wow, we got Shrek'd.
remember when we did tournaments for Wii bowling?
It was good times. Are we out of here yet?
Of course not. Yeah, this is like the worst part of this game. So.
I mean, they had. If you didn't know the magic of jump kicking, it would be unbelievably bad. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't remember. But Wii golf, yes, we gotta do Wii Sports golf. I like how Nintendo, even though the Switch is obviously unbelievably popular, has still tried to like recreate. Oh right, these guys. Yeah, this is where I lost quite a bit of life.
Yeah, like they tried to do a 1-2 switch, but not only was it not a pack-in title, like if it was a pack-in title, I could see 1-2 switch getting some momentum.
We did it, boys.
But 1-2 switch being a $50 near full retail release, like of course no one's gonna care.
That game, by the way, like the used prices at like GS and whatever is still like 45, and you're like, okay. Yeah. By the way, Mode 7 or whatever this is.
Wow.
Maybe one of these days we can try.
You
to
like that?
win.
That's so based. Yes. Alright, yeah, okay. Yep. No. Don't. Yeah, that's right. Down! Oh, he actually has a... I actually had a chance to actually beat him the way you're supposed to beat him.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're actually heading up to the home stretch here. I don't know if there's any more bosses before the final boss, to be quite honest with y'all. Oh, thank you. The funny thing is, like, at least on this game mode, like, I would much rather, like, them throw one of those, just because it takes out, it friendly fires, and then, like, the amount that it takes from me is, like, very little. So, yeah. It's super helpful. Like, there's been 2 or 3 times where they took out, like, the entire screen with their own ones. Hey. It's not very nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
yeah. Yep, saw that coming. I also love the
Fun.
I also love the amount that you're sent back for each hit. That's like the entire screen. Alright. What am I doing here? What's going on? There we go. Bonk. Okay. Yeah, I think we're getting there. Unless I'm forgetting a major part of the game. Oh, I forgot, it's like 10 hours longer. Imagine like a beat 'em up being that long. Oh my god.
My favorite video game trope is fat guy equal more health.
Yeah.
Because it, like, literally makes no sense.
Yeah, but they move slow.
I assume that these dudes are actually very, like, strong. Like, muscular, but they look just kind of big boys. Squeak. The squeak only comes once in a while. So.
That reminds me, the exact noise that I've been like remembering is, you know, when a fire detector,
I hate it.
the batteries.
Dude, that happened the other day, and we didn't have. Ash was out with her friends, and we didn't have any of the like specific D batteries, so I had to wait for her to like get home, like go to Walmart after her thing and get home and whatever. And it was just like beep, and I'm like, I hate this. All right, get.
Dude, there's sometimes, like, when you watch, like, some random YouTube video about, like, some guy in his house, and you can hear that in the background, and, like, they don't care. I'm like, how can you not care?
Okay.
This sucks.
This is gonna be tougher. Oh yeah, I was doing that a lot, where I was just trading blow for blow with these guys. Certainly makes this a lot harder. If you can get them all on different... That's the perfect thing, where you can get them all on different planes, but it does not happen much, especially when they decide to give you fork ones.
I bet
What?
Just a punch takes, like, almost nothing in terms of damage.
Yeah, it's not too great. But we have one that's dead already. Looks like 2. But these ones in the red shirts, they're the ultimate bad guys.
These guys definitely suck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's almost like they're boom! Oh, come on.
Boom!
Dude, the explosions in this game. Genesis is just explosions. That's all it is.
That's excessively good.
I know, right? Yeah, this game is not for lack of giving you things to be good at, but the only thing that sucks is it like your standard model of like hitting is the only thing that isn't good, and it's like, but that's what beat 'em up is. Like, look at that. You cannot just fight these enemies. Like, you will just get punched over and over.
You just gotta jump like you're on the moon and drop kick them.
Okay. Thank you!
Here we go.
Yes! Oh, it didn't kill him, though. Of course it didn't. I was actually trying to use that thing against them. Although, I hope it took actual damage. This is what I want. Yes. Because you can use that over and over, and I assume it takes more than the standard punch.
It has to.
You just gotta be careful to keep them on
But
screen.
yeah, these guys are the worst.
Gosh, and they travel so far, it's just so good. Oh.
Too bad this doesn't work on like the past mechanics where they're like in line of sight, even if it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Nope. I guess that's one thing that a beat 'em up has to actually have. Oh, dang it.
I guess these rocks don't do more damage. Okay, very good.
Ooh, nice. Alright. Let's continue. Oh, that's right.
Is this just some random guy? It's not the final boss?
Yeah. No. You will know when it is the final boss. Oh, damn it! Ah! Honestly, at this point, I have so many continues that I could literally just stand there and be like, punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch. Also, this guy acts like literally me. Just like how out of nowhere it is. This is the final boss. We're here.
We're doing it. Ben, we're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about these.
Oh, and they're just bigger big guys. They're muscular big guys this time.
What is this, Resident Evil? Get it?
Yeah.
You lose, big guy.
These guys are called Tyrant.
Makes sense, though. Please.
No, you don't get to do things that are fun. Literally. There you go. What? Shoot now.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's done. That's fine. Although that looks like it takes a fair shot. Oh crap! That's right, they explode.
Oh, they were literally all on each other.
Isn't that nice?
I thought 2 of them died.
So last time I made the huge mistake of... Okay, we're actually almost done with that. Nice. I made the huge mistake of throwing the boulder off screen. We don't want to do that, because there's more cutting.
Is this guy dead?
No. And getting away from these is so freaking hard. Okay. Dang it. I like how the one has, like, way more... Oh, there we go. Okay. So, here he is.
T-Rex. Oh.
I don't think I could avoid that.
Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
It's the final boss.
Okay. Just a guy that exists.
Also, like...
He's Wolverine, but he wears, like, a dress code.
He is... I don't... Like, if you, like, had to do this without losing a life, this is where you would just do it. Because he is so fast. I mean, look at that. Maybe there's some secret... Maybe there's some... No, I want to save it for something else.
Okay. I do think it's pretty weird that, he didn't have any, like, dialogue at all.
I know.
He just shows up.
So I ended up having, if I don't lose another one, 4 extra continues, which is pretty good.
Can you attack him when he's down?
You know what? That's a good question. I actually don't know. No. Because reasons. Damn it.
I guess it just means that he's close to death.
Yeah. The good thing that this game does is it's not like, at no enemy, besides I guess those big fat guys, are you like, oh my gosh! But, like, I don't know how to avoid that. Maybe I'm doing something
All I
wrong.
can think of is avoid him, then jump at the last second.
I think that's gotta be it. Let's try. Yep. That's it. You gotta use the horizontal plane. Whoa! Whoa, bud! Okay. What the?
Really cool.
What?
And they all go, like, under your feet. Hey, well...
Oh, I thought they were going, like, in you.
This is the final boss controlling evil hunters.
Alright.
Cool.
We'll take it.
Not fast enough. So poachers are evil monsters? Okay. This looks like a Doom, like, mini-boss.
Damn it. 2, 3, 4, 5. We want him to do that attack, because that attack's easy to miss. That one's not. 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn it. Don't be off screen. 2, 3, 4, 5. It is off screen.
Rip.
It just means that this boss is going to take forever.
Do jump kicks? Seems like jump kicks does more damage.
I guess that's possible.
It does seem like it does like double damage. What about that special attack?
Oh yeah, good point.
Ooh.
3, 4, 5. I went through this entire game with only using two buttons. I did not press A at all. Good stuff. 2, 3. Oh, I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give it. Also, like I actually do like how when he jumps, it can't hurt you because it just seems like one of those things where like you would not be angry if that was the case where like it was that, you know? But they're like, no, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Oh, thank you for being right next to me. You gotta be kidding me.
This guy has not enough health.
Final boss, gotta have a lot of health. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay. Okay, there we go. End time. Thank you. Thank you. Boys, I think we literally might have just set a WR because I don't think this is on speedrun.com, and I think I'm going to submit it so I can have a world record.
Cool. It's like you're really there at the pond
with the elephants. You saved the day, Indiana Jones. Yeah. This music.
That's
Whoa.
What?
scrolling.
Oh, baby.
my god.
Was this like a super early Sega Genesis?
91. I think the Genesis came out in like 90.
Yeah, I think it was like 89.
89 or 90, yeah, so decently early. You think that there's gonna be a big story at the end, folks?
No.
To be honest, that scrolling with the sky and everything,
Yeah, this like
not bad.
when the mountains were there too. It didn't.
So all animal poachers of the 1800s and 1900s were controlled by evil aliens. Just so you know. And we did it.
Princess Santa, FA18 Otaku, Kobayashi,
Tomo. Hey, thank you for watching.
Mystery Hunter.
That was Growl. It's a weird game. It's kind of endearing and kind of cute.
I'm actually incredibly surprised that this is a Japanese game. Taito. Huh. I would have thought that this was an American game.
So we will see you next time, and also Ben, take us out.
Do you like when credits rolls is like 20 people?
Yes. And don't poach animals.
Good point, and see you next time.